Hello, kiddos. So, I've come back with it. Episode 7. We're going back. Episode 7. And I might do episode 9 tonight because. Or 8. I think I'm missing 8. I don't know. 9, I think. So, you've got snow. They're playing in the snow. Jazz being playful. There's a snowball fight. Snowball in July. And then Optimus is like, that's weird. It's like, and then the computer's like 40 degrees below normal. Something's going on. Decepticons, of course. And then there's like kryptonite. Okay. There's kryptonite coming from the center of the Earth. I don't know how that was explained. Megatron is evil. He's like, we're gonna totally destroy this planet and then take this energy and take it to Cybertron and you'll rule the universe and we don't care about this planet anymore. We're gonna turn it into a refrigerator. And it's like, really? Wow, you're messed up, dude. You gotta love Rumble. Rumble, like, he's just amazing. If you know Rumble, you know. Then, the Impulse Center down. Oh yeah, so they find this robot, right? This giant robot, Skyfire. And they remove Thundercracker, I think, or Skywarp. I think Skywarp removes Thundercracker knows Thundercracker removes his little impulse center down. So there's something going on there. I think that there's a storyline that wasn't completely hashed out. If you look at the episode, Soundwave can do 1,000,000 volts. Soundwave can transform 1,000,000 volts. Why is he using that machine? It's like, okay, but if you need 1,000,000 volts, I'll do it. Fine, but I don't want to waste my energy. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to waste his energy. So then they revive Skyfire, and then so Starscream. It's discovered that Starscream. Megatron goes, "Why Starscream? Why do you care about this guy?" And he's like, "Oh, a long time ago we flew to Earth." You. Let me get this straight. You need this tunnel to take you to Cybertron, which is really not that far away if you think about it. So it kind of makes sense that you can fly here, Starscream, with another Autobot who can also fly here. So then, why didn't you guys come here earlier? Like, how did they know about Earth? I forget in the first episode, so it just cracks me up. Like some of the storyline, like we can fly here now. Like, okay. So then Starscream's is the first time he actually shows emotion. I think it might be one of the few episodes he actually shows emotion when he's talking about his friend. So he's like, me and my friend, we were coming here and he got lost and he got stranded and I couldn't find him, so I had to go back. So it's like, it's a war story if you think about it. So then Megatron gives life to Skyfire. Skyfire comes alive. He tells him, hey, we're the Decepticons. We are going to get energy and go to Cybertron, and that's it. He doesn't lie to him, and he tells him the Autobots are evil, and they're trying to stop him from his plans. So he's telling Skyfire, you've been down here really long enough. This is what Skyfire is listening. You've been down here long enough. We're just trying to get energy to go back to our planet. Is that a big whoop? So Skyfire's thinking, okay. And the Autobots suck, by the way. And it's like, okay. So then he meets the Autobots. He helps the humans in a way. And the humans are kind of like confused. Spike and Sparkplug, his dad. So that happens. And then the sign is red sometimes. Like you'll see there's one shot. Mind you, I also want to take into account that the YouTube version and the Netflix version, totally different. I actually recommend the YouTube version. Reason being because they have that commercial break thing. The Transformers will be back in like 5 minutes after all these commercials where we try to sell you Transformer toys. So it's like there's that break. So I really like that. I think there's also that cliffhanger like, oh, they're dead. Oh my gosh. Or what was the other one? Optimus looks into the camera like, oh, what could happen? Like to you, like as the audience member. So that happens. Optimus looks at the camera, and then further science and learning. So then they're telling this guy, you gotta kill these humans, and the guy's like, that's not. Came here to further science and learning. I'm not here to kill people. So then there's an Ironhide butt joke, as always, and I'm starting to think that Ratchet and Ironhide may have a relationship. Just a thought. So then, because they're always talking about Ironhide's ass, and then at one point Ironhide goes inside Ratchet. So, but then everybody goes inside Ratchet, so he's kind of like the hoe of the Transformers. Megatron is just also a doctor or a nurse. I'm not quite sure. Ambulance. Megatron just looks at Soundwave. At Ravage. He's like, you know what you gotta do, go find these fuckers and take care of them, right? He doesn't even say anything to Ravage. He just looks at him, and Ravage's like, I know. So Ravage just goes. So it's kind of cool that they have that was written in there. Then Skyfire's tested. You know, you gotta shoot these guys and you gotta kill them. And then he goes, I'm a scientist, not an executioner. So I think that question relies to a lot of scientists, and maybe they look at projects that they're doing and they're creating something that could jeopardize the lives of people. So I'm a scientist, not an executioner. I think that comes into play. It's really powerful. So then Transformers. Oh yeah, so then the Starscream shoots him. He's like, well, fuck you. If you're not gonna shoot him, I'm gonna shoot him. So he shoots him, and then you think you're dead. And then the commercial break. It's like, okay. Then Fire hit Will, which is funny because I started, it was like, poor Will. He always gets fired upon. That's a joke. So then then they're fighting. Megatron and Optimus are fighting. They have well carved out swords that they just put their hands in. They're like, oh look, now it has a handle and it's a sword. That totally makes sense. And then Skyfire comes and he's like, no, I'm gonna stick with the Autobots. I'm gonna be an Autobot. He tears off his thing and he puts a new Autobot sticker. And then Reflector is in a pyramid and he comes at Skyfire. Reflector has 3 characters and they all look the same, so they're in the pyramid and they're running. And it's just like, no. This isn't a cheerleader fight. This is a real fight. So he just like knocks him over. Like, okay, I think, or he shoots him, I forget. Just not memorable. I was so caught up in the triangle. Then you've got friend against friend, Skyfire versus Starscream, and then Starscream loses. Skyfire saves the day. He ends up in ice. The line is Skyfire is gone. And then Optimus says, well, as long as we have freedom, we have Skyfire. There will be this existence of Skyfire. So for one episode, there was no freedom. I don't know if you remember that, the release of that episode, but was there freedom during that week? And then consecutively after, I think the first season, Skyfire was out. And after the movie, definitely Skyfire was out. I'm pretty sure Skyfire was like, it's all about Skylings. It's Skylings. It's just a much more fun Skyfire. So that's it. 8 minutes. That's a lot to take in. And I'll put a link of the episode so you can watch it. Alright, bye.